I always have a premonition of losing something. That's what she told me. I was just a middle school student at the time, so there was no way that I could really understand what she was saying. But still, those words of hers strangely moved my heart. It was before the war, when the huge island called Azo was still a foreign territory.
Amazing! An airplane!
On that distant day, beyond those clouds, I had a promised place with her.
While you were suffering from severe fever, you asked me to get one final bowl full of snow that fell from the sky of the world called the galaxy, the sun, the sky, and so on. The sleet has accumulated so desolately on the 2 pieces of granite stone, standing on them unstable from this pine tree, and its shiny branch that keeps pure white snow full of clear, cold drops.
In those days, we admired 2 things.
How many minutes left?
We've still got time.
Heads up.
It's hot. Thanks.
Hiroki, when are you going to work next time?
Well, since I've got club activities until tomorrow, maybe the day after that? How about you, Takia?
Tomorrow's my last training day, so... how's the day after tomorrow sound?
Okay. One of the 2 things that we admired was our classmate, Sayori Sawatari. And the other was that enormous tower that rose beyond the border, on the other side of the Tsugaru Strait. I was always looking up at that tower. I felt something very important to me was waiting at that place. I almost longed for that tower. Someday.
Someday, I'm gonna get there.
Senior Shirakawa!
Catch you later, man.
Yeah, sorry.
We know you seniors are retiring today, so
There's something we'd like to give you.
go on, Kana.
What? Here.
And you turned her down, as usual. Matsura in year 1, huh? She's cute, though.
If you think so, you go out with her.
What?
If it was you, would you?
What? No, why would I?
So, you have someone else you like?
What? Why? Well, it's true that I think she's cute, but I don't really know what you do when you go out with someone. Not really, you know what I mean?
It wasn't you she confessed her love to.
You asked me about it! Sayuri.
Hiroki!
Sayuri, you're going home late.
Yeah, I was late because I was practicing.
Violin?
Yeah? You're not with Takya?
Yeah, I was also doing club activities.
I notice you sometimes practice your archery by yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm not really that good yet. My mind wanders a lot.
Do you have any plans during spring break?
Yeah, I'm gonna be working with Takia
Work? I'm jealous. Where?
at a military factory in Hamana, working on guided missiles and stuff.
It's great that you've got a job. I've only got my club activities.
Really?
Yeah.
The next station is Nakauguni. Nakauguni.
Oh,
After Nakauguni,
this is my
stop
stop.
at Fudaira.
You know, yesterday, I had a dream I would go home with you like this. Bye-bye. See you next semester.
Okay.
At the 11th ministerial level conference between America and the Union, scheduled for 3 days from the 12th, it appears that the focus will be Japan's response to the North-South problem continuing to cause tension. The Union government shows their deep concerns about the reinforcement of Misawa Base and the other American facilities. On the other hand, the American government shows their uneasiness toward the fact that the Union
Hello.
has not been yet made
Cool, I'm just in time for a tea break.
Yeah, have a seat.
Okay.
You're late, Hiroki.
Sorry.
Hiroki, I heard about it.
So you guys went and stole a Chuker from the MSDF, huh?
Like I said,
That's not true. We didn't steal it. We found it in Amagamori.
So you did steal it.
Well, I guess it'll be alright, since they fly drones and lots of training these days. But just make sure they can't trace it back to you guys.
That's right. The Public Safety Commission already watches this place, so...
Let's stop saying things that could smear my reputation. Now back to work, you guys.
Yes, sir.
See you later.
yeah.
See ya.
I want you two kids to come right to work tomorrow, you got it? I'll work you for more than what those materials cost.
Okay.
Well then,
We're out of here.
Okay.
There was a reason we started working. I heard that when Azo was still called Hokkaido and was part of this country, there was a plan to dig a tunnel underneath the Sagaro Strait. It ended up being interrupted because of the North-South division. But around this area in the mountains, traces of its construction, discontinued stations and rails, remained here and there. In one of those discontinued stations on top of this mountain, we'd been making something since last year. The reason we worked at Emishi Plant, a US subcontracted military factory, was to earn money for the parts for what we were building. That place that even though we could see it so close we could almost touch it, we couldn't go. We wanted to see with our own eyes that unknown island, and the enormous tower that rose there, no matter what. Looks like a lot of snow melted. I want to start up again.
Yeah, if we don't get any more. At any rate, we better get the rest of the materials we need. We still don't have the outer nanonet or the self-starting motor. Big thing's the superconducting motor. And we'll need kerosene too, man. We might not earn enough with just the work from tomorrow.
It'll work out somehow. We have summer break too, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So we were planning to fly to that tower beyond the border, in this airplane that we named Bella Ciela.
That same dream again.
Sayuri.
Takya.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Hiroki said that... Oh.
We haven't spent too much time alone together, have we?
You may be right.
So, Takya, do you like physics?
Oh, this book? Yeah. I'm interested in it.
That's amazing. I was told my grandfather was a physicist.
Really? Well, that's certainly more amazing than my interest in the subject.
Oh, but I've never met him.
Because of the North-South division?
Yeah.
I see.
Hey, you guys are still working, right? Is it fun?
I don't know. The factory is owned by this scary old man. He works us pretty hard and yells at us a lot.
Is he that scary?
He's a demon.
Really?
You want to come see the place?
Won't I be in your way, though?
No. And Hiroki'd like to see you.
Great! Great, then I'll come.
The train bound for Kanita-Minmaya is arriving at platform 2. Please step back and wait behind the white line.
Hey, Takya? This might sound strange, so you promise not to laugh?
What? Tell me. I won't laugh.
Okay, then. I'll tell you.
Why did you do something like that without asking?
What was I supposed to do? The conversation was just going in that direction. What do we do? Do we tell her about flying to the tower too?
That wouldn't be a good idea.
Right. So what do we say if she wants to know where we're going?
Hey there.
Huh?
Hello?
Man, is it hot today.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello there. Sorry. Well, kids have told me an awful lot about you.
Mr. Okabe, was he single?
No. I heard he was divorced once.
Somehow that
Well,
makes
thank you
sense.
so much.
I didn't know a place like this existed. It's so big. Amazing! An airplane?
That's right.
Are you two building this by yourselves?
Yeah, we've been working little by little since the year 2 summer. We're working at the factory to pay for parts. Mr. Okabe's been helping us a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's still far from being finished, though.
It's amazing. It really is.
Thanks.
Hey, when is the airplane gonna be finished?
We actually want to complete it during the summer break.
But we probably can't do it. It seems like it's gonna take a lot more time. Our goal is to finish it before the end of the year.
I see. So, where are you going in your plane?
We're going to that tower.
Tower? You mean the Union Tower?
Mm-hmm. We think it'll take about 40 minutes to fly there.
The question is how we cross the border. But we've got some ideas about that, too.
Oh, wow! Hokkaido sounds great.
You want to go with us, Sayuri?
What? Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yes, I'll go! I wanna go! Wow! Thank you.
But I don't know if it'll be able to fly.
Don't worry. It'll fly.
Yeah. Okay, then it's a promise.
Yeah.
Then it's a promise.
Okay.
In those days, I felt that time and place would continue on like that the rest of my life. The tower that was beyond the clouds that I admired became an important, promised place to me. I think there was nothing for us to fear at that moment. But the truth was that the world and history were changing all around us. But in those days, I felt only the smell of the night floating in the train, the trust toward my friend, and the hint of Sayuri that shook the air were everything in the world.
From late last night until before dawn this morning, in the buffer area that lies between the 42nd latitude line and off the Tsugaru Strait, a small-scale armed conflict occurred between the U.S.-Japanese military and the Union military. Receiving this news, the Metropolitan Police Department announced that they will deploy 3,300 guards within Tokyo Prefecture to guard against terrorist activities.
Of course I'll sell you kerosene, or anything else if you pay. But jet fuel, that's expensive. Why don't you just use a reciprocating engine, or a superconducting motor? You got the rest?
Yeah.
Then take care of it. Hey, why the hell do you want to take the trouble and use a jet engine?
'Cause it's cool!
Is that the reason? Hold on a second. There were a lot of other reasons, weren't there?
Let's see. Oh, that one.
We were lucky to find it. That's not it.
What was it? Remember the reason for making it a dual engine? There was a good reason for it.
Oh, that was it. We wanted it to transform. That's not it.
I don't care what it is, just don't die. It'll mean nothing but trouble for me. Okay, you kids be sure to come right to work. Every day when summer break starts.
Okay.
So, you really want me to play it?
Yeah, we'll come see you after school.
Hey, I'm just telling you, I'm not that good.
Don't worry, I've never seen someone play the violin in person. I want to hear. I want to hear it too.
I feel kind of nervous.
Nanonet doesn't reflect radar, does it?
But we're gonna be flying in the buffer area. Even if it has a nanonet exterior, if we fly carelessly, the US military will spot us before the Union does.
I guess we don't have any other choice but to fly as low as possible, mixing with the wave and the shape of the land. If we leave early in the morning, we can hide in the morning haze, too. Do we have a map of Azo?
This is the only detailed one. We won't know the actual shape of the land until we go there. So we'll have to measure the altitude after landing.
But isn't it the case that so long as we land, the Union's radars won't catch us? The Bella Ciella's radar profile should be smaller than a small bird, right?
Probably. Unless we're really, really unlucky.
Sayuri! Hang on!
It's alright. I mean, it's not that far. We've had this before we...
I'm glad I made it on time. I'll just...
You all right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Thank you.
Hey! That was awesome! What are you doing? Ah, knock it off, Hiroki! Sorry, I just had to. What'd you say?
What'd you go and do that for?
Oh, come on. Don't be angry like that.
Oh, I'm angry, all right. Now stay there. Let's go, Sayuri.
Takia! Sayuri, say something to him.
Sorry, Takia.
Hiroki's stupid. Forget about him, let's go.
Hey, Takia!
I was having a dream earlier, just for a second.
A dream? What kind of dream?
I forgot, actually. But it was probably a dream about that tower.
It's a pretty amazing view, isn't it? The Union is incredible.
I feel like the top of the tower could even lead to some other world.
The sun. It's setting so slowly, isn't it?
That was a really special summer. But the world surrounding me would betray me so many times from that point on. I haven't seen Sayuri for 3 years since that day.
We have some visitors, gentlemen.
But don't worry about them. First phase completed. Let's proceed to phase 2.
Okay. Filtering stage, begin.
Vector resolution, 25% higher than last time.
That's good. Maybe we can make it. Choose the algorithm well.
Okay.
Takia, what's the algorithm?
I modified filtering for extracting groups. It's Exenscone's thesis.
Exenscione.
The one from the Union?
Yes.
Who did you say?
Hold on a second, please. The reaction's building up.
And who is that?
The researcher from the Union who first proved the existence of parallel worlds. Said to be the designer of the tower.
XA, YC, ZC, confirmed exposure reactions. There are 6 branch universes.
6, huh? All right then. Begin the harmonization stage.
Beginning phase 3. And starting the approach to connect closest parallel world.
Roger that.
So fast. Shirakawa is the closest one. 12 more EXA to reach the connectable territory. 11, 10, 9.4, 9.2.
It got connected.
Successful connection to one of the nearby branch universes. Exposure reaction stable.
Good. Move on the conversion stage.
Starting the 4th phase. Space replacement with the parallel world.
So that spiral is the tower, I take it?
Yes, that's right. We'll replace several square inches of space in the center with that of a different universe.
I've confirmed the disparate matter conversion of 60 nano radius space. It's expanding rapidly. Naked eye visual confirmation soon.
That one part is a completely different space composed of a different universe.
Is this the same operation that the Azo Tower's doing?
Yes, although that is on a much larger scale. We're still at a point where we only succeed once every few tries, replacing a space the size of a grain of sand.
We got a problem.
It's not good. Exposure reaction's decreasing. We can't keep up the connection with the parallel world any longer. The wave function converged. The branch universe completely disappeared. We succeeded in replacing 1.3 millimeters of disparate matter.
good day.
Oh, you too.
Professor Tomizawa, is Shirakawa free now?
He is. You two sure are spending a lot of time together.
You're the one who asked me to be with him until he gets used to this place.
Did I? Oh, by the way, Maki, I'm going to Tokyo on business tomorrow.
It's the research report meeting, right?
That too. But it seems they found the key.
The key? The one you told me about before?
Yes. Your brain science team may start putting in longer hours.
Maki.
The military seems to be here a lot.
The one in the suit is probably NSA.
NSA?
National Security Agency.
I see. There have been a lot of terrorism rumors lately. Did it go well today?
Not well enough. Best we can do is barely naked eye visual replacement, and we're still far behind the Union's tower.
You can't help it since they're so far ahead of us. And they have been even with basic physics. Since the beginning.
We don't know why the disparate matter conversion stops at a 2 km radius point from the tower. If it's to attack enemies, it doesn't work.
Its function may be suspended by some accident. Or maybe it's simply an experimental facility.
Or the disparate matter conversion itself is a function that's somehow out of control. Professor Tomizawa says there may be some external cause that's suppressing the tower's function.
Hey, Shirakawa, what are you doing tomorrow? Your high school's on break, right?
There's something I want to research.
At the library?
No. I'm going to a friend's factory.
What do you mean you want to see the factory? We don't do tours here. What? What'd you say? A girl. How old is she?
I don't really know. I think she's kind of pretty, though.
Okay, and I'll be waiting for you.
Wow! What amazing antennas!
Well, I gotta be honest with you, some of them aren't exactly legal, but they can connect to some pretty interesting places.
I bet.
Then you specialize in brain research, is that right, Miss Maki?
Yes, things like memories, sleep, dreams.
You work at the same research lab as Takia, don't you? I thought you were researching the tower.
Yes, I do research on the tower. How should I put it? We both do research dealing with parallel worlds.
Parallel worlds?
Well, just like a person dreams at night, the universe also dreams. This world's hiding various possibilities of, it could have been like this, in its dreams. We call them parallel worlds, or branch universes. My research is to investigate the effects that the parallel worlds have on people's brains and dreams. The dominant view is that the Union's tower is also observing those same things. While we can now observe parallel worlds using technology, the brains of life forms may have been perceiving it unconsciously from ancient times. The information about the branch universes that comes and goes at the quantum level within the brain may just be the source of things that people call premonition or precognition. I'm researching things like that.
Wow. The dreams of a universe. Sounds very romantic to me.
Romantic?
Problem with that? I'm very impressed with you, Miss Maki. A government advisory council researcher at your age.
Why, thanks. But since I've admired the tower for years, it's very fulfilling work for me.
I've admired it myself. You and I have a lot in common.
Shirakawa's the one who's truly admirable. He's the youngest outside researcher. And his enthusiasm, well, he's just so cool.
No, I'm not that cool, actually.
I'd better get going now. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It looks like I ate most of them.
That's all right. Takia, are you going to the city?
Yeah, I'm taking Maki home.
Do you mind giving me a lift?
What? Okay.
What?
You can just drop me off at the station.
What? You're not going back?
I'll be going to Tokyo on business tomorrow.
Mr. Okabe.
Yeah?
Have you thought about what I asked you?
What was that?
About Wilta.
Well, you're awfully persistent. It looks to me like you're working hard at the lab. That work seems worthwhile, right?
That's not really the case. I just need to settle matters with that tower.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I just didn't think you could see the tower from Tokyo as well.
Yeah, there are days like that. The air's clear today, so this way, please, sir.
That's the progression of her condition since she was admitted in this hospital.
The onset was in the summer of her 3rd year in middle school. The cause is unknown. The hours of sleep gradually got longer, and she was able to stay awake for only limited periods of time. This girl has been asleep for 3 years. You're telling me she's having some sort of dream?
That's what the recorded brainwaves show.
The DNA test?
On page 6.
Yes, I see. She's from a divided family. Fine. This is the request document from the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare. As soon as the transfer date is decided, you'll receive the official documents. What's this letter?
Something that the patient was writing at the beginning of her hospitalization.
Did you read it?
No.
Emishi plant. Thus, by detecting the disparity of the multiple universes that keep branching off in its path, a highly accurate prediction of the future becomes possible. The ultimate goal of my research lab lies here as well. This isn't a conventional theoretical model, nor probability theory, but entirely information that is based on the results of the actual future. So the impact of this matter on key decision-making in politics and military affairs will likely be incalculable. I believe you can all draw your own conclusions. But on the other hand, we have no other choice but to think that the applied technology of the quantum gravity theory on the Union side has reached such a high level that we're no match for them. It's generally assumed that the construction of the Ezo Tower was started in 1974, after the North-South Division, with operations beginning around 1996. Ironic that Mainlander X-Conscone played a central role in the design. Next, I'll explain new experiments for parallel world detection. I thought there was someone in the audience with a bad attitude.
I was listening to your talk, and from what I can understand, you want to look into the dreams God's having, is that right? Do a little dream reading, as it were.
Well, that's more or less correct. You interested?
I prepared a bit. You know, it's been a while. How about going out tonight?
Shirakawa's excellent. He's certainly got aptitude.
You're glad you talked to him, aren't you?
Yeah. But since when did you start student placement?
Well, you could say they're special to me.
They're special?
Yeah, there's another student of mine that I'm getting kind of worried about. Can't seem to make contact with him. The two of them making an airplane together.
That brings back some memories. Is that why you came to Tokyo? I thought it was another matter entirely.
What'd you think it was?
The Wilta matter?
Actually, it is. The main reason. Gonna be able to get our hands on a PL out-of-shell bomb. Don't ask me where, though.
I have an idea more or less without asking. And so what? Want to ask me if they work against the tower?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think they'll work. The exterior of the tower will likely vaporize. And there's reason to believe the interior is made up of nanonet ribbons. It'll probably fall down in flames. Yep. PL outer shell bombs may be most suitable.
I see.
But such action by Wilta may raise the chance of starting a war. Why don't you pass on it?
That's why we'll do it.
Is this matter decided?
More or less. Since there are so many higher-ups who are anxious to start a war.
Wasn't your ideology North-South unification?
And it still is.
I do feel it's too valuable to be destroyed. From the Alliance side, its fruit of technologies are almost unbelievable. It's just standing there at most, with no real effect. So,
Don't hide it from me. That tower's not operating right now, but there's a possibility it's a weapon that'll reverse the surrounding space.
So you knew?
Yeah.
I like that view, though, to be honest.
Every so often I run into romantic guys just like you.
Oka-chan, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
A while back, a person who may be related to the secret of that tower was discovered.
Really?
A girl, actually, still in her teens.
I see. And?
Is she someone you know? I don't mean to be nagging you about this, but it'd be best to keep this information about her from Shirakawa until we know more, especially if they were close.
You'll find out eventually.
Even so, I wouldn't worry him right now. It's already within the jurisdiction of the NSA. It'd be best if you kept your nose out of it. What this universe dreams about, though. Yes, I would like to see that too.
A cold, deep wind blew there. A wind that seemed as if it had come from a faraway universe. And the air had the smell of a different universe. Sky, clouds, and a collapsed town. No matter how far I walk, there's no one. I feel cold. Why am I in a place like this? Somebody? Hey, somebody? Hiroki?
That dream again. In the end, we didn't fly the Bella Ciela. In its own way, it was so shocking that Sayuri disappeared 3 years ago without saying anything to either of us. And I think we were upset ourselves, because we stopped building the airplane because of that. After graduating from middle school, Takuya entered a high school in Aomori Prefecture, and I came to a high school in Tokyo. It was because I thought I wouldn't be able to see the Union's tower. But it turned out to be a disappointment. And I could sometimes see the tower from there when the weather was nice. On those days, I felt like I was being controlled by this heavy, depressed feeling the whole day.
Lot of tanks. They're going all the way to your hometown, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, it's going slow enough we could jump on if we wanted. Stow away. All the way to Aomori.
Sometimes letters from Mr. Okabe arrived, letting me know how things were going. I've never written him back. Every time I get to my room and close the door, I feel severe pain in my mind, as if the bones in my entire body are breaking through my skin. I wonder how long it's been since I've taken something like this on myself.
Next is the news on the highly tense international relations. At the UN Security Council held on the 19th, America once again requested the Union to accept the UN inspection group for the tower
Living
facility
alone,
in Azo.
the nights felt long.
In response to this, the Union government showed their stubborn attitude of firm refusal.
When I couldn't whittle away the time very well, I walked to the nearby station and killed time pretending that I was waiting for someone. When I grew tired of that, I walked all the way back to my room, as slow as I could. I had friends in high school, but other than the times I'm wearing the school uniform, I somehow couldn't bring myself to want to be around them that much. In the city where more than 30 million people live, come to think of it, there was no one whom I wanted to see or whom I wanted to talk to. In the midst of those days, I sometimes dreamt of Sayori. In that dream, I would look for her, frantic, but she was at some cold place all by herself. And in the end, I would always fail to find her. But Sayori's aura, the one that made my heart tremble, remained within my body even after waking up. Before I knew it, it was my third winter since I had come to Tokyo. It was as if I kept holding my breath in deep, cold water. Every day was like that. Only I'm the only one.
I'm the only one left in the world. That's the way I feel. That's the way that I feel.
It was my dream to come to Azo someday. I never thought it would be this easy.
Yeah, this is only the southern tip. So you have family on the Union side?
It's not that, really.
You were born after the North-South division. I can understand how you feel. Like the boss, he got separated from his family because of the division. So I'm sure he's got different feelings on the issue.
Yeah? Is that so?
But I didn't expect this.
What?
I didn't think our boss would get you involved.
I begged him and told him that if he didn't let me, I'd turn his ass
what?
in.
Man, you live dangerous.
Not good! Stupid official! They found out about the secret communication! Ship out!
That was a little too close that time.
But now, I got a prospect on airspace invasion. Worthwhile coming all this way, right?
Patrol boat!
Starting the war's already been decided. What are they doing? Don't they know what's going on? Let's go. Punch it. Yes, sir. 3 more minutes to the border! Sato! Migawa! Gun emplacement now!
Immediately, or we'll shoot!
Takia! Are you alright? Takia!
Those white wings. I know them.
When I wake up, for a second I don't quite understand where I am. I sometimes think that I might have come to a wrong place. But now, I feel the dream about Sayuri is more realistic than the reality I'm living. The hospital she's in. Sayuri.
Hiroki? Takya? I'm sorry for disappearing without saying anything to you. I'm disappointed because I wanted to spend the summer break with you. When I woke up, I was in a hospital in Tokyo, and I've been in the hospital ever since. The people at the hospital told me that I should sever all relationships that I had before, but I'm writing this right now after begging them to let me. I'll send this to Mr. Okabe so that you two will read this. But I don't quite know what I should write. I've been having the same dream over and over again. A dream that I'm alone, in an empty universe where there's no one around. In that dream, all of me, fingers, cheeks, fingernails, heels, even the tips of my hair ache from such loneliness. The world filled with warmth, the one where the three of us were together, seems more like a dream than the dream I'm having now. But I feel that so long as I don't lose the memories from those days, I may be able to stay connected to reality. If only by a fragile hold.
She changed hospitals?
Yes, about a week ago. As for details, you might want to ask the transfer hospital.
Okay. Which room was Miss Sawatari in?
Hiroki? Takya? Did that beautiful white airplane fly safely? To that tower? Beyond the ocean?
I wonder what this is. It's the same air from the dream. Sayuri? Are you there? All this time, I've been searching. Sayuri, I really want to fulfill my promise this time. I'll fly the Bella Ciela to the tower with you on board. I feel that we'll meet again if I do that. I won't leave you alone. I won't give up anymore. I'll protect you forever. I promise.
Yes, it's a promise.
Let's fly to the tower. Together.
The operation level of the tower has suddenly been raised. The limits of the disparate matter conversion are expanding rapidly.
Conscious activity level of the subject is increasing at the same time. She may be waking up. Professor, could this be...
Disparate matter conversion has exceeded 20 kilometers.
Is this going to override the world?
Subject conscious level. It's going down, sir.
Speed of disparate matter conversion slowing down. A 26-kilometer radius has been overwritten with a parallel world.
Subject consciousness also down to usual levels. Her sleep becoming stable again. Professor,
Yes. As we thought, the subject's sleep was the key that was restraining the tower's activity. The information of the parallel world that the tower captures is flowing into the subject's dream for now, instead of eroding the surrounding space. We must ensure Sayuri Sawatari keeps dreaming.
I might have just been dreaming. Even then, Sayuri's warmth that touched my skin continued to keep my body warm. On that distant day, we made a promise we couldn't keep.
Hey, Takya? This may sound strange, but you promise you won't laugh, okay?
What? What is it? I won't laugh.
Then I'll tell you. It's about a dream. I have a lot.
A tall tower? Is it the Union Tower?
No, it has a more crooked and mysterious shape. Beside the tower where I am, there are many others just like it, standing all around, in the whole area. I know this for some reason. But each one is a whole entirely separate world, a dream that this universe is having. And I can't get out, and I feel so lonely, and then when I feel like my mind will disappear, I see a white airplane in the sky.
A white airplane?
Yeah,
And?
that's the end of the dream.
Thank goodness. Shirakawa, you're awake.
Maki,
I was really worried.
you were? Why?
Does your shoulder still hurt?
No.
Excuse me. Seems like a fever's come down. Are you hungry? Do you want something to eat? I brought apples and bananas. I also went and bought some cakes. What would you like?
You can't get in there with your ID card. Is your injury better now?
Oh, yes. Sorry for making you worry. Listen.
I heard that Maki told you. Want to see her? We're speculating that the reason why she keeps sleeping is because her brain cannot bear the information of the parallel worlds that flows in from the tower. If her sleep is broken, I think the world will be swallowed up in an instant by the parallel worlds, with the tower at the center of it all. Frankly, we don't even know how to wake her up. With a war starting soon, it's been decided that she'll be transferred to the NSA headquarters in the home country within a few days. To the Alliance that falls far behind in this field. She is a valuable sample.
Why does it have to be Sayuri?
Although there are more matters that we don't know than matters that we do, I doubt this is purely coincidence. Eskin Skone, the designer of the tower, is her grandfather.
As you heard, the tower is clearly a weapon. For the past 25 years, the tower had become part of the everyday scenery, and it symbolized all sorts of things. Nation, war, race, despair, admiration. Each generation looked at it differently. But regardless, it seems everyone saw it as a symbol of something beyond their reach. Something that can't be changed. And as long as they do, this world probably won't change. In just 3 days, the American government will make a declaration of war to the Union. Taking advantage of the confusion caused by the start of the war, we'll carry out terrorist bombings on the tower. We'll invade Azo airspace with an unmanned predator. Use a Seeker missile carrying a PL outer shell bomb. The Wilta Liberation Front will be disbanded on the same day. And today, we close this factory down as well.
Okay. Okay, I got it. See you tomorrow then. Hey.
3 years, huh, Takia?
When did you get here?
Day before yesterday. I'm sleeping in the old station right now.
The one that closed down?
Yeah. Takia, what happened to your arm?
Oh, it's nothing.
What do you mean it's nothing?
I'll tell you about it later.
I wonder if it's closed today. Huh? Shelby, how you doing? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Fly the Bella Ciela? With Sayuri on board?
Yeah. Another day or so and I'll be finished assembling it. What's left would be the control software problem.
Hold on. Did you hear what I said? Sayuri keeps sleeping and the tower is...
The tower is the target of the terrorist attack, right? That's why I need your help, Takia! I told you that I've been thinking. If I fly to the tower with her, I think she'll wake up.
What are you talking about? Did you come back for such a thing?
Such a thing? We made a promise, remember? I have dreams about Sayuri. So many times. Repeatedly. She was alone in a place where there was no one around, and she told me she couldn't remember anything. But she remembers that promise. We promised again in the dream that I'd really take her to the tower this time. And I can't believe it's just a dream.
You come back after 3 years. I wondered what it was about. And it was about a dream? I can't even stand to look at you. I don't have time for this kid stuff. You're just obsessed. I'll help you forget.
Stop it!
Takia!
Save Sayuri, or save the world?
I forgot something.
I see.
Aren't you going home, Sayuri?
Oh, yes, I am. Hiroki, what happened to your cheek?
Oh, I had a little fight with Takia.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, yeah. I'm sure we'll make up soon. Probably. Listen, have a good evening.
Hiroki! Hey, are you going to the station? I always have a premonition. A premonition of losing something. The world is so beautiful. But I feel like I'm the only one who's far from it.
But I think that at that time, it looked to me as if Sayuri was at the center of the brilliant world. Oh, I see. I just felt like I sort of understood. Something important.
Hello? Is anyone home? Mr. Okabe! It's me, Hiroki! Mr. Okabe!
But the contact information...
Just as I thought. My Hiroki, how you've grown.
Okabe, what are you...
I heard it from Takia. Let's see just how determined you are. You guys destroy that tower.
Are the terrorist bombing rumors true?
I don't know. But the start of the war is probably coming soon, and once it starts, research on the tower may be the last thing we could think of. I think that what Skone's doing and what terrorists like Wilter are doing may be the same thing. Protesting the North-South division.
You're so mysterious, aren't you, Shirakawa? I feel like you have a lot of secrets.
No, not at all.
Sorry, I'll make some tea, and then I'll treat your wound, okay? You seem to get a lot of wounds these days.
Sorry.
Do you have some troubles or something?
No. I'm okay. Really. He was my best friend.
What?
We admired the very same things, and we had the same goals.
Yeah.
But we both went to different places. How can I say? I didn't know in which direction I should go. Even though energies and urges I couldn't understand welled up inside.
Yeah?
So I was relieved to join the work at this lab. I felt like I found something I should be doing. And I was glad to meet you. I don't want to involve you. But there's something I have to do. When this is all over, I would like to see you again.
Shirakawa!
Sayuri, let's go to the promised place. This time for sure.
What's going on, Oka-chan? You're going to use kids for something like that?
They're the ones who wanted to do it. Besides, the surrounding area of the tower has been swallowed by what you call parallel worlds, right? No one's gonna die.
That's no reason for...
Calm down, Tanazawa. Anyway, by the time they get back, they won't be kids anymore. Shall I guess what you're thinking right now?
Oh boy, oh boy.
Well, then I'm hanging up. It's finally coming to a climax. Is Sayuri really gonna wake up with that?
I'm convinced she will too now, for some reason. The promise from that day is probably her tie to reality. Even now, she's waiting for the Bella Ciela in her dream. I feel that Hiroki and I always knew this somehow. Bella Ciela's a two-seater, and I really couldn't pilot her with this arm. I'll stay behind and watch what happens to the tower.
I thought it was cold. Looks like it's snowing again.
I'll be going now.
Well, look at that. You two are working together again. They'll be good to each other.
Which one is it? Is this it?
Did you hear it from Mr. Okabe?
Yeah. Takia, which version of BIOS you think I should use? You changed the ladder, didn't you? I don't have the one after that.
It's in this. It also has one for the Seeker missile. What else do you have to do?
I still have to do a little bit of wiring. On the superconducting motor, I think.
5 more hours till war declaration. Flying is going to take you right in the middle of the fighting. I'll do the software, so you can finish up the wiring.
Yeah. Takia, what's up with that error message?
What?
The one with the version check.
Version check? Oh. Isn't that the part you put together 3 years ago?
Oh, really?
You haven't changed, idiot. Hiroki, take a look at this.
What?
The forecast of the battle conditions off the coast of Sagaru is out. It's just what we thought.
So the front line will be around the 42nd latitude. The inland area, especially around the tower, is almost empty.
The erosion of land is pretty advanced. Well?
We slip through by flying in low with the jet engine, until we go through the strait. After passing the 42nd latitude, we increase the altitude. How's that sound?
Yeah. Seems that's the only way. When you get to the tower, coinciding with when Sayuri wakes up, the disparate matter conversion on the ground should start again. When that happens, break away immediately. Once you're more than 10 kilometers away from the tower, fire the Seeker missile. I programmed it to take over from there.
Yeah. It should be okay, right?
Yeah. 2 hours left until the start of the war. We finished it earlier than we thought.
Mm-hmm.
Hiroki.
Huh?
Is it possible
that you could play the violin? You know, you're awfully single-minded. Kinda like an idiot, aren't you?
It's none of your business, you jerk. You're the one who asked me to play.
Look this way, please. Just shut up, will ya?
Be quiet and listen.
I can tell my body's trembling at the premonition of waking up. I don't know why, but the fear is stronger than the hope I have.
I always have a premonition of losing something. That's what she said. I also feel the same premonition right now.
But, as promised after school one day, I'm going to that tower.
The operating level of the tower is rising once again. Erosion area of the branch universe is expanding.
Its radius is currently about 36 kilometers, in the middle of a slow expansion.
Is it reacting to the sign of her waking up? You're sure it's okay, Oka-chan?
Professor, sir, a declaration of war has just been made. The first encounter is the Tsugaru Coast.
Sayuri. It's the promised place.
Those wings. The Bella Ciela. My dream's disappearing. Oh, I see. I know now what I'm going to lose. Oh, God. Please, God. Oh,
Please, God. Please wake Sayuri from her sleep. Please. Please.
Please. Even if it's just for a moment after waking up. Please don't erase the feeling that I have right now. I have to tell Hiroki how special the connection between our hearts was in my dream, and how much I was longing for Hiroki, and how deeply he longed for me, in a world where there was no one around.
Sayuri.
Please. I have to tell him how much I've loved him all this time. If I could tell him that much, I don't need anything else. Please. Even for just a second. This feeling that I have. Please.
Sayuri.
Hiroki.
The disparate matter conversion's rapidly expanding. Azo's being swallowed in.
Sayuri.
I have to tell you something very important. But it's gone. It's gone.
Everything will be all right, because you're awake now. You're back now. Back. Welcome back, Sayuri. We've lost our promised place in this world. But even so, we'll start living now.
日差しに焼けたレールから響く音遠くあの日の声あの雲の向こう今でも約束の場所あるいつからか孤独僕を囲みきしむ心過ぎる時の中できっと僕は君をなくしてゆく君の髪空と雲と化した世界秘密に満ちて君の声優しい指風受ける旗心強くする君の声君の形照らした光叶うなら生きる場所違うけれど優しく強く僕は